You are looking at a live shot of Macy's. It is America's largest department store here in Manhattan and Herald Square on 34th Street. Look at the people going in and out of Macy's. Why are they going in and out of Macy's at 7:15 in the morning? Because it's Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, the biggest shopping day of the year. Let's go inside Macy's for a conversation with Terry Lundgren now. He is the chairman and CEO of the company, the second largest department store chain in the U.S. Terry, almost half of all Americans are expected to hit the stores today in one way, shape, or form, in person, online. Analysts estimate that sales are going to beat last year's Black Friday by almost 5%. It's 7:15. Can you tell me whether we are going to hit that mark, a 5% increase over last year based on what you've seen?
Well, Eric, I'm not a fortune teller, but I can tell you I think it feels like half of America is in Macy's Herald Square right now because this store is booming. And it was this way from 4 a.m. this morning. When we opened the doors, we had 7,000 people outside the doors here. And the steady stream just keeps on coming. That's greater than last year, certainly. So we feel very optimistic about how the day started.
Terry, there are a lot of expectations for Black Friday and what a big Black Friday would mean to the American economy in terms of it being a bit of a shot in the arm. What happens, and I don't want to be a skeptic here, but I have to ask you the question, what happens if Black Friday sales are disappointing? What is it going to mean to the holiday shopping season? What is it going to mean for investors in retail stocks like yours?
Well, first of all, what you have to know is that in the case of Macy's and Bloomingdale's, is our business has been very good all year long. So we're running up close to 5% on same-store sales for the year so far. We're forecasting 3 to 4 to finish the year out in the fourth quarter. So there's a lot of momentum already built up in the business. That's number one. Two is we've had a full year to really focus on the value equation that's necessary to drive traffic into stores on big days like this. And so far, that's working. I mean, as I walk through the store, which I have all morning, you can just see the pockets of where people are shopping. There's a lot of young people in the store. That's not necessarily normal for a day like this. There's a lot of men in the store. Usually that's not necessarily the case. And so we're seeing a real mix of customer here, and obviously the marketing is working, so we've got broad appeal. So I think, at least in our case, you can look forward to continued good performance coming out of us throughout the fourth quarter.
Terry, one of my colleagues, Monica Bertrand, has been reporting this morning on how luxury goods seem to be insulated from the slowdown in consumer spending. Is that what you're seeing? Is that what you're seeing play out today? And are you planning accordingly for inventory between now and Christmas?
Well, we do have that luxury segment here as well. I mean, in Macy's Herald Square, as an example, we have everything, from Louis Vuitton to Michael Kors and the like. But at Bloomingdale's, clearly that's where our luxury play is at. And in fairness to that segment of the industry, they got hit harder a year ago, so their comparisons are a bit easier on a 1 and 2 year basis. But the luxury segment is definitely performing on a 1 year basis. They have done well year to date, and I think they'll continue to do well in the fourth quarter. And we've bought into that trend both at Bloomingdale's and in the high-end components of Macy's as well.
Terry, one quick question before we go with about 45 seconds. Inventories. How are you managing inventories during the holiday shopping season? Because you, like everybody else, surely doesn't want to get stuck with a whole lot of unsold merchandise.
Yeah, we feel great about our inventory position, Eric. It's just 1 or 2% above last year, and it's really targeted in certain categories. And as I said, it was sales running up 5 so far and planned 3 to 4 going forward. We feel great about how we're going to end the year with our inventory position going into 2011.
All right, Terry, it's great to have you here in the Inside Track. That's Terry Lundgren, the CEO of Macy's, down at Macy's flagship store in Herald Square.